A lot of people through 2020, 2021, early 2022 were like, real estate is the most amazing thing in the whole world. I still think that's probably true, but things were super hot then. You left at a time when it was probably fairly easy to get into that industry, but you weren't in it for very long before it got probably substantially harder. Tell me about that. Tell me about your experience of going through that, the timing that you had.
Yeah, so I think you're spot on the timing. It went from, hey, this is the most amazing investment we all should get in, to interest rates doubling almost like overnight, and everybody saying, hey, maybe this is not the time. And so I would say two things in my background that helped significantly, and I think you would attest to this as well, is being an investor teaches you much more than most realtors know. Investing since 2016, all the way up until that time, was the real estate knowledge I needed. I just needed to go pass the test, right? But actually how you put deals together, how you negotiate for credits, how you structure things, that was all knowledge that was gained before. So I like to say that I got my license in 2021, but I've been practicing for close to a decade now when you look at it. And then also I was in high level sales for a while. And so I was able to go to medical device sales at some of the top hospitals in the country and make it happen, which is a long sales cycle, 18 months of talking to this person, that person, things of that nature. And so when you combine those two passions, the skill set was there, just maybe not for whatever real estate market. But the cool thing about this is I didn't know what to expect. I was out there like, okay, let's make this happen. But the thing that I would say that we did that has helped us, each year we've grown in the total transacted volume. Last year we finished number 15 in the state of Georgia under EXP as a team, and this year we're shooting for a top 10 spot. Right now we're ranked number 5, so we're chasing them down. They're right behind us, but we're fighting for that top 10 spot.
Knocking them down one at a time.
And so we niche down immediately. And the reason we did that is I listen to a lot of podcasts, listen to a lot of books, and I understand just sales in general. A lot of realtors are trying to help everybody. We can help everybody, but when you're focused on everybody, you're serving no one particular crowd, and you don't have that niche. And so our niche, right? You mentioned at the top, we're investor friendly. Most of my team is investors as well, or they were former clients. Half the team were clients that we helped purchase houses between 22 and 24 that now join the team and are working with us. And so being in that niche helped us throughout that rocky times, because it's always a good time to buy real estate if you're an investor. It just switched from, hey, we got to do highest and best offers with the 3% loans to, hey, it's 6%, the house is sitting. Now we can go in there, ask for the maximum credits. And we had deals we were putting together even in 23 where we would get the seller to give us 6% in credits, $500,000 house, we're getting 30K in credits. And we used that to knock the interest rate down from a 6.5 to a 3.7 to where, okay, hey, this fourplex makes sense now. And so that whole background kind of helped, and then building out the team in a niche where we're focused on investors and servicing the 20% of folks that buy multiple houses has been incredible.